Yes, welcome to the Jamaica Young Police channel. To our loyal viewers and subscribers, at the channel we are a group of law-abiding citizens who believe in the rule of law and respect the rights of every citizen, but not the ones who do not subscribe to such behavior. We do believe in and support preemptive strikes because it saves lives. That is a logical conclusion because preemptive strikes save lives and prevent the further loss of lives. We are all about saving lives on this channel. We at this channel aid criminals, their financiers, their supporters, enablers, and the likes with a passion, and we do not want them over here. Yes, let us repeat ourselves. We do not want any criminal supporters over here. Please, we do not want your views, your subscriptions, your likes, or your comments. Please go elsewhere where the red carpet is waiting for you. Over here, we want you, the criminal supporters, enablers, financiers, and all the likes, to go to prison or madness. Let me repeat myself. We at the Jamaica Young Police channel, we do not want the criminal supporters and their circle over here. We want you to go to prison or madness. Moving on to our video.
Yes, I am asking and begging all of you viewers and subscribers of the Jamaica Young Police channel and people in the diaspora in Jamaica, if you have seen this man, his name is Javon Pinnock. Yes, you know, some people on the street, they call him Froggy. He have a scar on the left side of his face. This man is wanted in New York by the NYPD for the murder of Javon Jamison, aka Blingers. The reason why I want we're advertising this man photograph and future mugshot is that this man has murdered Javon Jamison in cold-blooded. He and another man named Christopher King. Christopher King is in custody, awaiting trial, and it's coming up to the 2-year anniversary. And I'm just asking, I'm just pleading to you Jamaicans in Jamaica, because this man is in Jamaica, please, to do the right thing for once. Do not follow the criminal-minded and the carabuncles and the dirty bungles in Jamaica, and by protecting this man. He has taken a man's life and he needs to face justice, so that whenever the police when the police visit wherever he's hiding in Jamaica and he resists, they can send him to the departure lounge. The family just need justice. That's how we're begging you. So moving on to today's video. Yes, so you're looking at a man. Yes, you're looking at two men, father and son duo. As I was talking to a youth in prison, and he says that only two artists in the music business that he know have no ambition. When he say no ambition, encourage them children or their child to involve in criminality. It's Ninja Man and Movada. No other artist. As bad as Vibes Cartel is, none of his children have ever been to jail, much less prison. But Ninja Man and Movada, children, Ninja Man even went as far as to bring one of my son with him to prison. I don't know if they must sell me it or what. Why them people are easy. So as you know, one of our favorite brown people back judge, as usual, yeah man, she, Marva, yeah man, Marva McDonald Bishop, yeah man, Jamaica's judicial corruption exposed again. Marva McDonald Bishop at the center of another suspicious ruling. We know that the PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization people them are going to be upset now because, boy, see my call out with judge and them thing there. Yes, we know say Marva McDonald Bishop is a banned PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization, supporter, activist, and voter on the bench. You don't get appointed by the PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization unless they know that you are a PMP. Just like with the judge named Pantan, the one in mouth look like him face like some beat out pum pum, whole with a pum pum like ugly some. I always say it without any apologies. So once again, the so-called justice system in Jamaica has proven to be nothing more than the marketplace for the highest bidder. So after Vibes Cartel was able to, he was acquitted by the same judge. Panel of judges appeal court. Mavada had reached out to him, via Twitter, and them reconcile. And Cartel say, "Ma do everything for make Mavada son come out, so see him deliver." More or less him can't tell Mavada say him work magic and all kind of thing, cause the system is corrupt. That's how it is. Jamaica is a criminal's paradise. So now we have a prime minister who's doing very well when it comes on to bringing back Jamaica to where we're supposed to be as a people. So the Court of Appeal's decision to overturn the murder conviction of Dante Brooks, son of dancehall artist Mavada, and his co-accused Andre Ikes, reeks of corruption and favoritism at the highest level of the judiciary. And at the center of this travesty, the infamous Judge Marva McDonald Bishop, a name that has long been whispered in discussions of judicial misconduct, shady dealings, and high-level bribes. Yeah, brown paper bag. She and I brown you see Brian Legosykes, Chief Justice Brian Legosykes, him at the heart of the brown paper bag in the judicial system, I tell you. Alright, if you think I like me, I tell you. Ask the brother when name this clansman, top lawyer, Bert Samuels. Bert Samuels can't tell you. The boy were in a prison named Tesha Miller. It's Tesha, that's why I tell you say phone, the phone is a two-way radar. Tesha Miller see one talk in a prison. So this is where it's all stemmed from, Brian Legosykes. So if you have a corrupt judge and people know some people on the take, that's why them defend criminals, because they make money, So Dante Brooks is now out now. You understand? And this is a travesty of justice. So that her Judge Marva McDonald Bishop, I hope, we don't know when she's going to retire, but boy, we can't wait to get her off of high bench. But that the decent, honest and ethical judges who supposed to be headed like the appeal court should be a judge like Judge Gloria Smith, or Stella must retire now and all them things. Or yes, Marsh would have gone to. I know my PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization supporter, activist and voter on the bench. I know him because he said I'm a pen. Yeah, me and him talk one day and I tell the man I come from and say, "Oh, we are junglists." He's talk it in such a way that I say, Anyway. And then you have our next judge named Ian's. Boy, I'm a lover. Yeah, man, very, very, I love her. Very, very well articulated, just like Gloria Smith. Them tough on crime. But say the system now cater for these kind of judges because, say nobody can tell them what to do. So that's why them have Judge Marva McDonald Bishop there. Because that she was put there by Chief Justice Brian Legosykes. Legosykes now put people in a position where say honest in him. I put people who say corrupt. So this is the same judge who was involved in the highly questionable case of Vybz Kartel, where it is widely believed that large sums of money, possibly wrapped in brown paper bags, change hands to sway the judicial process. Now, with another high-profile dancehall figure's son walking free, despite damning evidence, eyewitness. I tell you, it is clear that history is repeating itself. Big money is running again. Brown paper bag, and it's a girl from foreign. When you a social media influencer, she come bust it in and make say Jamaica is a criminal's paradise where we have a judge undertaking, and your ear she'll tell you where are between the conversation between she and her lawyer, and she called the lawyer name. The media went as far as even redact the judge's name. Can judge get fair cut to Jamaica, we tell you about, so whether or not you want to believe it, money run things, just like in America. Yeah, you have 6 judges. I tell you, say corruption. This world is just so corrupt. Who are going to save it? So if you're not part of corruption, I get shafted. But hey, why may I get shafted? Because I mean the right thing, believe you me. You understand? So once you say history repeat itself, big money again. You understand? And this time the corruption is so blatant that Jamaica's judicial system looks even more rotten than 80s. Let me repeat it. Jamaica's judicial system looks even more rotten than 80. So the shocking details of the case Dante Brooks and Andre Hines were convicted for the brutal murder of Lorenzo Thomas in Cassava Peace on June 5, 2018. The prosecution presented compelling evidence that these two were among 5 men invaded Thomas' house, shot him, and attempted to behead him before setting his house and his body on fire. The key witness, Thomas' own father, who knew the accused men personally and identified them without hesitation. Yet, in a mysterious and highly suspect decision, Justice Marva McDonald Bishop, David Fraser, and Kisak Leng overturned the convictions, citing flaws in the identification process and the credibility of the sole witness. So if the man, boy, may I tell you, if the man know them, he live in a community, so I'm supposed to know them boy from, he might give a background of them, the mother, them father, all of these things, irrefutable evidence, know them when they have a yellow bicycle and all of these things, so a background information before you even got the detective will call it the statement to prove identification. And the judge has said there's a flaw in that. I don't see the file, but I am just, from my experience as a detective, a case like this, you're right that the witness knew the men them, and you outline and them mother, them father, them auntie, and all of these things, and all of them relatives and them best friend and this and that, and school of them attend. Everything would be there. And when you know a question the suspect now, before you charge him, you will corroborate all of these evidence, and the judge said that flawed. Wow. Nice way, Marva McDonald Bishop. Hope you can sleep, you and David Fraser and Kisak Leng. They claim the trial judge failed to popular warn himself of the risk of involved with identification evidence, thus rendering the convictions unsafe. And then the marker into question, the man will lose his son, his credibility of the sole witnesses. The sole witness, the my question is credibility of him son them killing her. So the man say a lie, I tell you he wasn't there. No wonder why the crime rate is so high, because of these people. So the police, the Jamaican people have to depend upon, because the judiciary is corrupt. So if this sounds familiar, it is because it's a well-rehearsed script that Jamaica's corrupt legal elites have perfected it over the years. A. 1. High-profile case involving celebrity or their close associates. 2. Strong evidence presented against the accused. 3. A seemingly solid conviction. 4. A sudden suspicious ruling overturning the conviction on technicalities. 5. No retrial, no consequences, and no justice for the victim. This pattern is not a coincidence. It is a result of a deep-seated judicial corruption that operates at high levels. The Court of Appeal decision not to order a retrial is particular telling. So since them claims identification is the problem, why not order a retrial? Why would they not allow another juror to determine the fate of these men? Because they know a retrial might not be so easy to manipulate. So they know what they're doing. A system bought and paid for. Let's not be naive. Jamaica's justice system is not about truth or fairness. It's about power, connection, and money. If you are rich, famous, or connected to influential figures, the scale of justice will tilt in your favor. Justice Marva McDonald Bishop's track record is highly questionable. She has been associated with dubious rulings, and her involvement in yet another celebrity-linked murder case should raise red flags for anyone paying attention. If money played a role in Vybz Kartel's case, as many strongly suspected, why would we believe that wasn't or isn't at play again? Money. What is even more disturbing is that the prosecution did not push for a trial. Why? Because they are complicit in the cover-up. It's a well-oiled machine. The defense hires high-powered attorneys who know how to exploit the system. The right judges are selected to hear the case. The prosecution conveniently stumbling key legal aspect to create loopholes for appeals. The appellate judges find just the right technicalities to throw out the case. The accused walk free while the victim and their family get no justice. That is exactly how Jamaica justice operates, for sale to the highest bidder. Jamaica's judicial corruption worse than Haiti's. Haiti is often used as the regional benchmark for instability and corruption, but at least their judicial rot is no secret. In Jamaica, however, corruption is disguised as due process, hidden behind legal jargon, and carried out by the individuals who pretend to be fair and impartial. Judge Marva McDonald Bishop and her colleagues have once again demonstrated that Jamaica's courts are nothing more than the playground for the rich and the famous. If you are wealthy, entertainer, a politician, or are connected to the right people, the laws do not apply to you. Lawrence Thomas was brutally executed in his own home. His killers were convicted based on solid evidence. Yet, because of thousands, hundreds of thousands of US dollars likely exchanged hands behind closed doors, those responsible are now walking free. Jamaicans must wake up and demand accountability. If judges like Marva McDonald Bishop continue to be allowed to operate unchecked, then what is the point of having laws at all? This is not justice. This is a national disgrace. So our judges, as I said before and I say again, our judges is for sale. So I am diving deep into Jamaica's legal system to uncover the truth. Can I expose the corruption that's worse than you think? The topic of Jamaica's legal system is one that has been shrouded in mystery, controversy for too long. It's an institution that's supposed to uphold justice and protect the rights of citizens. But has that really been the case? The legal system in Jamaica is plagued by a plethora of problems, and corruption is just the tip of the iceberg. Bribery, for instance, has become a norm in many cases, with judges and attorneys alike accepting bribes to sway the outcomes of trials. And then there is the issue of access to justice, where those with the means can afford quality legal representation, while the poor and the marginalized are left to fend for themselves. It's a system that's stacked against the vulnerable, and it's only getting worse. This lack of access to justice has far-reaching consequences, affecting not just individuals, but entire communities. When people feel that the system is unfair and biased, they lose trust in the very institutions meant to protect them. It is a recipe for disaster, and it's exactly what we are seeing play out in Jamaica today. Take, for example, the case of a young man who was wrongly accused of a crime he didn't commit. Despite having an alibi, a witness to support his innocence, he was still found guilty and sentenced to prison. It was only after a thorough investigation and the intervention of a certain detective that the truth came to light, and he was finally exonerated, because it was all corruption and politics, all because this youth is a known JLP activist in his community. But the damage already done. Although he was awarded millions by the state, we're not going to call his name, his reputation was tarnished and his life had been forever changed. The person who committed the crime, not only that the person can confess, the other person who was involved in the crime was killed by police in a shootout, and they found the information in the other man's pocket, in the dead man's pocket. So I'm wrongly accused of crime that this man went to prison and he did not commit, all because of corruption. So there are countless stories like this one, where individuals have faced injustice at the hands of the corrupt legal system. It is a system that is supposed to be fair and impartial, but in reality, it is anything but. Take the case of a police officer who was caught accepting bribe, but was let off with a slap on the wrist. These are just a few examples of rampant corruption that's eating away the fabric of Jamaica's legal system. Reason being, this policeman is a known PNP LGBTQ plus criminal organization activist, supporter, and voter. And we say that without any apology. One particular egregious example that stands out, the case of a high-ranking government official who was caught accepting bribe from a wealthy businessman. The evidence was clear and the case was ironclad, but somehow the official was let off scot-free. It's a stark reminder of the level of corruption that exists at the highest echelons of power. And it's a slap in the face to every citizen who is ever being wronged by the system. This case, like many others, highlights the severity of the issue and the urgent need to reform. Jamaica's legal system is broken, and it's up to us to demand change. We need to hold our leaders accountable, and we need to push for a system that's truly fair and just. So what's the takeaway from all this? Jamaica legal system is in crisis, and it's high time that we did something about it. We need to acknowledge the corruption, address the issues, and work towards a brighter future for all Jamaicans. So thanks for watching the Jamaica Young Police channel, and if you got thoughts on the topic, please share them in the comments below. And if you want to explore more video on judicial reform and fight for justice, be sure to check out our videos on the Jamaica Young Police channel, where we have addressed issue with Vibes Cartel and others when you're talking about corruption. But today it's a sad day for Jamaica. So have yourself a beautiful day. Jamaica Young Police channel out.